Boom, baby. Alright, and then go live on Facebook, and then...
Yeah, come back to this, and then go back to Facebook. Oh, we're good there, right? Yeah. Alright, let's go.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining us on our 27th episode of the People's Podcast, where we are talking evolution. I am yours truly, Dan Go.
I'm Insider BA.
And I'm Timo.
And if you ain't following us yet on the social media, the links are in the description below this post right here on our Facebook. We couldn't go live on YouTube, some technical difficulties, but the the video will be up right after this live broadcast here in Fall River, Massachusetts, because that's where the Smack Talk team was born, created here for you, to give you everything about wrestling, because that's what we love to do. But I will tell you something I don't like. This pay-per-view. Dan, hit him with the what's going on in the show.
So on Evolution, it is the first ever women's pay-per-view. Should be something super... it should be a really exciting pay-per-view.
Yeah.
It's history-making, but the build-up hasn't been so strong as it should have been. This thing should have been smoking hot from, I would say, like at least the last 4 or 5 months. I mean, they should have had storylines already prepared before they even announced Evolution coming out. It's fun seeing old-time wrestlers come back. We got Ivory, Tori Wilson, Trish Stratus,
Yep,
Lita.
Lita.
They're making their comebacks. Now, do we need more legends squashing Alexa Bliss? I hope not. That's what we got in front of us.
I think that these women deserve to be on the card because they kind of paved the way, and it's like a nod to them. You know, it's just kind of they were part of the road to Evolution, no matter how long ago it was. So I feel like if they are on the card, I'm okay with that because they deserve it too. Like,
Yeah,
it's not their fault for being out of the game when the biggest Evolution pay-per-view comes to fruition.
Yep. I'm just going to say this about this card. I'm not going to watch it. Plain and simple. I will be in England with Macho Man Matty Savage, who unfortunately could not join us here tonight. As far as this card in general, them making the Lita versus Mickie James match and the Trish versus Alexa Bliss match into a tag team match really tarnished this card because I'm looking at the matches in front of me and it's complete garbage. That's my opinion, and I'm not going to watch it. I'll watch the results and see if I'm going to go tune into a match. But there's some matches on here I don't even know who half these people are. So that's not. I mean, that's partially my fault because I don't watch the NXT UK and NXT itself. But that's pretty much it. But before I go on to our matches, I am here on Facebook. Timo is on Twitter. Hit us with the comments. We're going to shout out. We want your predictions as well. This is an interactive show. We want to know what you guys feel about this card. How about that's the first question for you. What is your thoughts on the Evolution card? Because if you think about it, it's just a way to give the woman superstars something so they don't complain or the company gets what's the word I'm looking for here? Ridiculed because of the Saudi Arabia show, if it happens in Saudi Arabia for Crown Jewel next week. This is the whole reason, the point of this card. They might say it's Evolution, but looking at this card, it's more of a downgrade of Evolution.
Yeah, I mean, the mix of women matches we got going on here could be something of greatness. Like, this is a wonderful locker room. You got superior athletes. You got legends, like I mentioned before. But really, where have you been on this build with the creative team? Where have you been? Like, we have huge news. We got UK Women's Championship that would just debuted like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
There's no fire on that. We have the Mae Young's Classic that's coming into a final, which you have to really watch NXT. You have to be like a real avid follower of NXT
Correct.
to even get it.
One thing about that, they don't even like have recaps during SmackDown or Raw.
Right,
Like, there's no recap to keep anybody in the loop of what's going on one of your biggest pay-per-views.
I couldn't agree more.
Like, and just SmackDown and Raw, and SmackDown and Raw in general this week. The go-home shows for Evolution, and we didn't really get
You had a contract
good
signing.
go home
Right.
moment. It was just we had the contract signing, but then on SmackDown we had more tag team matches.
Yeah.
Meaningless tag team
SmackDown
matches.
is a tag team show.
That's
Teddy
the
Long.
frustrating point.
Teddy
Like,
Long is
this
fault for that.
this card could be really good. You got a huge battle royale for the number one contender. That
I'm
could be
excited on
interesting.
that. Yep.
You have the Raw Women's Championship. It's a championship match. Someone's defending the Raw title. You know, one of those titles has to be defended,
Yep.
I guess, and it's the Raw Women's title. SmackDown, probably one of the best feuds in all of WWE right now. Charlotte and
Yes,
Becky. So.
absolutely.
Huge stuff
And
going
then
on
from there, I mean, NXT UK Women's Championship. You know, it's cool. It's a cool moment, and it's cool that we're getting to see it on pay-per-view.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then everything else is kind of boo, 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 boo. It
Just
drops
kinda
off from
throw-
there.
right.
Yeah, it's like
So-
I said, downgrade.
So what's going to happen is when you are watching Evolution, they're going to show why this match came to be. And those NXT matches, they're really going to put your butt in that seat because I promise you, they have so much action. They have such a great storyline that you're going to want to watch it. But what's going to happen, it's like you get that little negative vibe because you're like, damn, like how could I miss this? Because you didn't watch NXT. And I don't fault anybody for not watching NXT. It's not convenient, you know? But you really are going to... This will be a nice little glimpse for everyone to watch the NXT superstars and how they're really going to, I believe, they're going to show up the WWE women's locker room. And I know it's going to be, that's a tough statement to say just because the legends that we have on here, the credited athletes that are on this card, but I bet you they're going to be nothing short of awesome on this.
That's exactly why Dane said the NXT portion of the show is going to be the best parts of the show.
Yeah,
So-
I agree, Dane. Now, I just want to let you guys know, everybody that is popping up, they're joining this conversation with us. We appreciate you. Again, we are literally trying to get in front of everybody who has Facebook and everybody who likes wrestling, loves wrestling like we do. So please like this video, comment. We definitely want you to comment. This is a big pay-per-view.
Interactive show.
Let's build this pay-per-view bigger than the WWE Network did. And please share this. We try to get in front of everybody. So please and thank you all.
Yep.
Again, me and Timo, we are on Twitter. BA's got Facebook. Facebook.
Facebook
right
right
here.
in front of me.
I just shared it to like 12 different wrestling groups that I just joined, and I appreciate you guys for approving it. And again, if you are watching along on the groups, thank you for letting me join the group. And please comment away, man. So I feel like this first segment, we just kind of took the dirt off our shoulders a little bit. We just vented because.
Yeah.
So definitely, if you have thoughts on how this evolution is going, how you feel it should go, drop it in the comments. And before I let us all go into the actual pay-per-view, I just want to let you guys know here at Smack Talk, here at the People's Podcast, the Smack Talk team wants to. We always do this. If you follow along with us, we will mention every match. Follow along, circle every match. If you can, take a picture of your picks, email,
Hit us
direct
up in the
message,
DMs.
Send it on Facebook right there. Boom.
if you are
Tag us.
100%, there is a gift, there is a prize that we will send you. Again, we do have our own bonus questions, so you gotta follow along. It has to be 100%. We've had really close calls the last couple of pay-per-views, so we do look forward to hitting that number one fan of a little treat from Smack Talk. So it's not like the Mega Millions. There is a chance.
So you're saying there's a
There is a chance. Just moving along here, we have now these matches that we're going to rattle off are in no particular order.
At all.
First match, I will go with the NXT UK Women's Championship. Now, BA happened to grab all these matches. He went through multiple websites to try to figure out who is the to be determined, and we were unsuccessful. We couldn't find anything.
My glasses failed me today. They didn't tell me who that guy was. Oh,
I mean,
I'm sorry,
like,
female was.
how can you have a United Kingdom Women's Championship match when in a pay-per-view that's this Sunday and you don't have a competitor? So I guess we are literally giving you a free point here. It's Rhea Ripley.
Raya?
I don't know how to say it.
Rhea Ripley
Rhea Ripley versus
Who is
To
the
Be
champion?
Decided.
versus TBD. Obviously, if you guys want to go out on a limb, TBD could be your pick. You know, that's it.
I mean, it's one against the field. You have an infinite number of possibilities to get right. You just
Definitely
gotta
do.
say
Definitely do.
TBD. But I'm gonna go with Rhea. I guess I'll start it off. I'll go with Rhea just because she's the champion and they don't know who else is.
Yeah, I don't know.
It makes sense.
Could be a surprise.
She's probably the face of this NXT UK women's push. So
That's what I'm thinking too.
like I was saying, it's really cool that they're starting to give the United Kingdom some love, give them their own title. But my problem is they just don't. They don't help us care about it. They don't give us a reason to like be excited.
Right.
But when you look outside the box, or when you're looking, I don't know how to word it. But
looking from out to in.
When you're outside looking in, it's like, okay, cool, this is cool, but why should I be excited?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Where are we going here?
Your pick?
My pick. I thought I said it. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Rhea Ripley holding on the throne only because I think if they gave her the opportunity to start off as a champion, you gotta let it ride at this point.
Yep.
I mean, so just gonna let you know, we do have Macho Man Matty Savage. He is retweeting up a storm over here. We appreciate you. We do have his picks. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here today, but we will rattle him off last. Again, follow along, retweet, share, like, comment. Definitely throw the comments in there.
So my pick is going to also be Rhea Ripley. I don't know. Obviously, their explanation explains the same reason for me. And Matt's pick, Macho Man Matty Savage, picks in. Dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun. It's Rhea Ripley as always. as big shocker, you know. So it's like I said, to be decided. I don't know. Maybe it's a UK women's match, and I know Toni Storm, I believe, is from the UK. Maybe if she wins the Mae Young Classic, she gets thrown into. I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there. I don't know who to decide is. I'm just brainstorming here. But some comments before we move on to the next matchup. Charles Stone says NXT will get your adrenaline rush every Wednesday night from beginning to end.
I agree, Charles.
I agree. I can totally see that. And Dane's pick for this match is Ripley.
Good pick.
All right.
And Charles,
Makes sense.
I just want to ask Charles a question if he's still following along here. Now, are you an avid NXT viewer? So if you could just throw that in the comments, because I really want to get your opinion on some stuff. What we got next?
All right,
you got your pick there?
You already went.
I already went.
Yep.
So we went across
second
the board.
matchup.
Now, again, no particular order. Moving on to matchup number 2, we have the Mae Young Classic, the finale, El Finale. Again, I wish I could be more educated in this, or have more knowledge on this match. For the first 2 matches, I don't. I've heard nothing of it. Again, I don't watch NXT like I should, but I do catch the recaps, and the recaps do it enough for me. I have Toni Storm getting the W here on the Mae Young Classic.
I also have Toni Storm winning the Mae Young Classic. Like you said, I like these tournaments and all these ideas. The Mixed Match Challenge, that's cool too. I just wish they would. Like, there's so much dead time on Raw. Like, just pointless
really
segments.
is.
There's so much dead time, so many commercials. Just give us 30 seconds or a minute of highlights, recap, or some storyline. I don't know. Just give us something, a review of these events, like the NXT UK Women's Division, I guess. The Mae Young
At
Classic.
least.
Give us something more than just, you're going to have to go to social media to find it. You're going to have to go to our
Right.
Twitter to find it.
Right.
I get that they want the interaction online, but for the viewers, help us help you. You know?
Totally.
That's all I...
So I actually watched one of the Mae Young Classic matches, the tournament matches, where Toni Storm was involved. There was also another female competitor, another match. I'm just saying, I've actually watched 2 of the matches, I should say. And Toni Storm looks pretty damn good. Like, as far as a competitor, I could definitely see her winning this matchup. I don't know anything about, I don't know how to say her name. I believe she's Japanese. So, with that being said, Toni Storm is a blonde, and I do love my blondes, so I'm going to pick Toni Storm to win this match. And let me see what Macho Man Matty Savage has here.
This is what we're trying to get away from in the Women's Revolution. Jesus.
You're like the opposite.
Listen, this card is a downgrade, and that's how I'm going to describe these matches as I keep going. Macho Man Matty Savage also has Toni Storm, so
Two across the board.
Two across the board. Everyone on the SmackDown team picks Tony Storm. Going into our comments now, I think Dan got a little confused when I was talking about earlier. I was saying if Tony wins the Mae Young Classic final, maybe they'll give her the UK to be decided spot. That's what I was trying to get at. Because you said unless she does double duty, right? But Dane's pick is actually the
EO?
or
No, stick with that.
yeah, EO, a Japanese woman superstar. So that's Dane's pick. That's
cool.
Hey, I don't know.
Bravo.
Maybe she will win. Maybe Tony Storm. I don't know. We'll find out this Sunday.
Moving right along here. Oh gosh,
Yeah.
we have a Raw three-way tag. No,
Six-woman
six-woman tag team match. Now, if we show up to Evolution and they don't have a huge announcement saying that they have women's tag team titles,
I know.
then this is going to be just an awful time to be a women's supporter in the WWE. Just because there are no direction for these women, we just get bombarded with tag team matches that are so pointless. I mean, I think I saw it through SmackDown Live yesterday and Monday Night Raw 2 days before. I think I saw probably 6 freaking tag matches that we didn't need. I mean, we finally had a singles match, which was Ruby Riott versus Sasha Banks. And that ended in a DQ. Oh, no, that ended with Ruby Riott with the pinfall, which was sick because it had... This Evolution card, I said it before, I tweeted it before, just want to let you guys know, this card could have been so much better if we just took 3 matches, and we're going to shoot them all off. We took 3 matches and we just stopped it from becoming a tag match. I get you. Evolution, any type of pay-per-view should have a tag team match, but the tag team matches in these pay-per-views, they all have something to do with, I don't know, winning a tag team championship
Or a
belt.
number one contender match.
Or a number one contender match.
Kind of feud
for
where they're in like
a championship belt. So these tag matches mean nothing. There's no substance under it. It's just boring.
like another episode of Raw.
It's just another episode. And just to make matters worse, we have Sasha Banks, where if you were a fan back then, you lost the patience with her. We have Bayley, who has been so stale, you might have thought she was like an old chip underneath your bed or something, because it's just hard. It's hard to watch.
French fry that on the side of your car seat.
in that do not go into. And of course, Natalya, God bless this woman, a legend in the making, Hall of Fame, all these accolades she went through. But between all of us here, I think Natalya is really going to slow down. She's going to control the tempo of this match. And it's just going to be like you're going to want to stick a screwdriver in your eye. It's going to be terrible because these women are so fast-paced, and you know it. Sasha Banks can put on any type of show and kill it. Bayley, she killed NXT on her main event matches with the championship. Like, Ruby Riott, these guys are such great competitors, and then you put somebody who's not as fast, and I don't blame her, she's a little older, she's lost a step. Does she belong in this type of match? I don't think so. I really have to, and I'm going to give you my pick, and we have a bonus point in this pick. So I got Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya taking the win because it's Evolution, it's the first pay-per-view for the women, and I don't see the Riott Squad, I don't see a heel winning any match in the pay-per-view, so that's a spoiler. I have who takes the pin? No other than Ruby Riott. She got the win on Raw over Sasha. I think it's like kind of like a payback thing, but yeah, Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya.
Well, you said a lot of what I wanted to say. I do think Natalya still got it. She can be good. You give her a spot. So I don't want to really shit on Natalya because I don't think she really deserves it. She's just been kind of behind the scenes more.
Yeah.
But I'll just skip to it. Give you my pick. I have the Riott Squad winning. I think if there is ever a tag team announcement, they're going to be a staple in the tag team picture.
Yeah. Yes.
So I think there's a good way to solidify them, give them a win on a big stage. They are part of this new Evolution, so maybe that'll be the theme of this pay-per-view, these new up-and-comers winning, so I have the Riott Squad, with Sasha taking the pin.
Okay. So, my pick is for the Riott Squad to win Reason for that is because they just lost at Super Showdown to Nikki, Brie, and Ronda Rousey. So that right there, that you can't just keep. If you want to solidify them as a Riot Squad, like the NWO, kind of like do whatever they want, makeup on mirrors and or like destroy dressing rooms, you can't have them lose again. Wyatt, not Wyatt. Imagine if she was part of the Wyatt family though. Ruby Riott is definitely a future champ, I believe, with the posse helping her win in the future. Unfortunately, it's not going to happen anytime soon because you have Ronda as a Raw champ and you have Becky Lynch, who's killing it as a SmackDown champ. Natalia, you're going to take the pin, I'll tell you that much right now. Just because you're, like he said, the tempo and, like, you are more of a behind. I think you should just move on to the behind the scenes because even when you, like, your heel or your face, you're boring either way. I don't want to keep shitting on you. You're definitely a good competitor, definitely a good in-ring wrestler, but everything else just doesn't add up. You don't have it, basically.
No,
and the whole going on the topic of the the tag team, women's tag team championships. You have so many people that could have it. Riot Squad, Bayley and Sasha, I guess. The Iconics, I guess the new team of Naomi and Asuka. There's so many valuable teams, but half these people were in that battle royal, and the fact that there hasn't been any announcement, you can't just throw those titles into a 6-man tag match.
Right.
So it doesn't make any sense, and unfortunately, I don't think those titles are going to debut this Sunday. So that being said, I picked the Riot Squad. Macho Man Matty Savage actually has Sasha Banks, Bayley, and Natalya picking up the victory, with them pinning my Liv Morgan, who I also love because she's a blonde.
How are we doing on the
Comments? Comments right now. Dane has Sasha pinning Liv Morgan. Okay. And Dan's the man Sardinsky has I'm going with Natalya, Sasha, and Banks and Bayley. I'm sorry, Natalya, Sasha, Banks, and Bayley over the Riot Squad, aka the Riot Nerds, with Sasha giving Liv Morgan the Banks. Man, no love for Liv Morgan, huh? She got concussed by Brie Bella. All right,
see you later.
Okay, she might not be blonde right now, but she'll be back. I'll tell you, I could guarantee it.
Guarantee. We appreciate y'all following along on our Twitter. Thank you again. Just want to move forward here. Huge thing here. The NXT Women's Championship match. Now, if you have been following along or if you've just been checking out the recaps, these two are ballers, man. These guys kill it. Their promos are great. I'll keep mine short. I got Carrie saying keeping the title on her waist. I think she's going to keep it for another 6 months. I put it this way. I don't think she loses an NXT title at Evolution or a pay-per-view of Evolution. I think she loses it on a Saturday and a primarily NXT pay-per-view.
Takeover.
Yeah. So it's an NXT pay-per-view that she loses the belt on. Only because I think Triple H has it, so it's just segregated. Because right now it's like a whole. You're looking at two different, it's like night and day when it comes to Raw and SD Live fans, and then NXT. Like the power is there, man. The fans are so sick when it comes to these shows.
Yeah.
So I think if you're gonna do a title change, it's got to be at an NXT brand takeover.
Yeah. I like this matchup too. I'm a big fan of both. I like Kairi Sane. I like Shayna Baszler. You can kind of see Shayna is shaping up to be someone who's going to be maybe a nemesis of Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
Because that whole MMA background. But they're both just growing at such a rapid
Yeah,
pace.
man.
So I, however, have Kairi Sane retaining the championship. I think she does hold it until she's probably ready to be called up. She's been on the cards. Well, she's been on a couple pay-per-views with big-time WWE stars. So I think before the end of the year, before WrestleMania season, she'll probably be called
Yeah,
up.
for sure.
Her elbow drop is sick.
Yes.
It is fire.
Flying elbow is unreal.
It's sick. It's probably the sickest I've ever seen from a female competitor.
Yep.
So I think we'll get to see that on Sunday night.
So NXT Women's Champion. I don't follow NXT. I should, and like you were saying, the whole nemesis thing with Shayna. I cannot wait to see Shayna versus Ronda. Look at my face. How excited I am to see that matchup in the future.
You are honestly gonna love it.
I probably will.
Why? It's probably not going to happen for like another year.
Yeah,
and a
they're
half.
gonna be
2
like-
years. 2 years.
Yeah, they're gonna be like very
By the time
seasoned.
it happens,
They'd be seasoned when that does happen.
So, I also have Kairi Sane.
Kyrie saying.
Kairi Sane winning retaining the championship from the Flying Elbow because it's so awesome. Shayna, I think, will move on to something else in NXT. Probably go torment some other upcoming superstar before she comes up to the main roster. Who knows? Maybe she'll interfere in the Ronda Rousey match and Ronda loses, and there you go. She's on the main roster. Bang! How about that for headlines for Evolution? Because this pay-per-view card is definitely not going to make headlines. Macho Man Matty Savage, though, is against me. He has Shayna winning back the NXT Women's Champion. He actually said this is one of the matches that was one of the tough ones for him to choose on, just because of the fact that he doesn't think any other, spoiler alert, any other championships will change on this card. So it's like one has to change to make it interesting. And he has the NXT Women's Championship changing. I don't know.
I
Maybe
do agree with him. It was one of the hardest to pick because they're both good champions.
Yeah,
They both work as champ.
They really do. I feel if this match goes the way we think it's gonna go, where Kairi Sane wins, I think that feud goes a little longer.
It'll probably be back and forth.
So, going with the comments now. Dan the Man has Kairi Sane also retaining. Dane also has Kairi Sane. Dane saying Shayna is Ronda's friend. It is very true. This is the whole background. You're doing yourself a disservice by not watching NXT The Relay Show. This is very true. I should actually watch it more. He also said the 4-horsewoman versus 4-horsewoman of MMA is next for Baszler.
Survivor Series.
Survivor Series is up next.
I can see that
I could definitely see that happen. I know it was a rumor in the past. I haven't heard it.
That was almost a year ago.
Yeah, it did come back up, but I don't know. We'll see if that really does happen.
On to a legendary type match. We have Trish Stratus and Lita take on TBD and Mickie James. If you were watching the rumor mill on Monday, you would have heard BA mention Alexa Bliss may not be in this show due to Ronda Rousey straight clocking her right in that noggin.
Still up in the air. I don't know if you saw Alexa Bliss's Twitter today. She's got her fingers crossed, as do we all, that we get this match.
Not for nothing, whether it's Alexa Bliss in that match or it's what's her name?
Alexa Bliss?
Nope.
Mickie James?
Nope.
Trish? Lita? Trish?
Nope.
Oh,
Alicia Fox.
Alicia Fox. Not for nothing. Whether it's Alexa Bliss or Alicia Fox stepping up in this match, I have to go with the obvious. Trish Stratus and Lita. I don't think these two legendary women are going to appear on a pay-per-view of Evolution that they started and lose.
Mm-hmm.
That's just my... And I think what's going to happen... Well, So that's my pick. Trish Stratus versus Lita. No matter who else they're fighting. I'm going to tell you right now, you are going to see one of the most trashiest backflips off the top rope from Lita. And I want you to really look at it because it's so bad. All right? It's just terrible. Just don't do it. All right? Call me heel Dan, go for now.
Damn.
I'm in. I always hated that backflip off the top rope. It was just so ugly, and I appreciate that she tried, but she don't even jump. She just falls. She's going to break her back. And I don't want any injuries on Evolution on your first women's pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But, again, Trish Stratus and Lita, take it home.
I also have Trish Stratus and Lita winning. This is two legends of the sport. If there are any old-time leftover, winners, I think this is going to be the one. Probably the only ones. Everyone else is going to be painted as, it's an Evolution. But can't count out two of the greatest ever either. So Trish Stratus and Lita win. Taking the pin, I have Mickie James, just because we don't even know who might be in it. So I'm gonna
Wait, was that a bonus point?
Yeah, take the pin.
Takes the pin.
We got to take the pin.
Alright, I'll put it this way. I got TBD taking a pin. Whether it's Alexa Bliss or it's Alicia Fox.
I'll allow
My
it.
fault.
I'll
Okay,
allow
all
it.
right. I mean, he's picking 2, but whatever.
Hey, I don't know. I'm picking TBD. That's what I'm picking.
Did you pick TBT
I
also in the
got,
first match?
I got Alexa Bliss on here,
Yeah.
but I'm gonna hedge
TBD.
the bet a little bit.
Okay.
I'll allow
Hedge
it.
your bets. I said it earlier in the show. The fact that this became a tag team match really does tarnish the card, and I don't think I could see why they probably did it, because Bliss was dealing with an injury that she
Sustained
sustained. Thank
right
you.
in the noggin.
No, before that one, she wasn't cleared.
Oh.
Then she became cleared, but she got cleared and then got knocked in the face by Ronda. Got a bloody nose. I don't think she had a broken nose, but she has a concussion, so she might not be able to compete. That's why Alicia Fox might step in, and that will really make this match even worse than it. I think it shouldn't be a tag team match. So, my pick, if it was Trish versus Alexa, I was going to pick Alexa. Shocker. I don't care about the lead of Mickey
What the
James.
hell?
If the fact that it's a tag team match and Alexa Bliss might not even be in the match, I'm going to pick Trish Stratus and Lita to win this match, with Mickey James taking the pin, just because Alexa Bliss can't be taking these pins all the damn time. Like, she's a former champ. Like, she carried the Raw roster. She carried the SmackDown roster when she was there.
It's a tag team match. Anything can happen.
I know it's a tag team match, but you can't have her keep getting pinned by all
Look at
these
Daniel Bryan
superstars,
and
man.
AJ Styles always losing.
I know, but that's just SmackDown Live. Macho Man Matty Savage also has Trish Stratus and Lita taking the victory, with Mickey James also taking the pin. As far as you guys in the comments, let's see what we got. Dan the Man says he's going to go with Alexa Bliss and Mickey James, with Mickey James pinning Trish Stratus. Wow, that's like
What?
Wow, that's some WrestleMania flashback right there. I like it, Dan the Man. Let's see. Dane says, if Bliss can't make it, turn it into a triple threat. That's probably the best option. So those are
Actually, triple threat.
yeah, I like
do.
that actually.
I do. Battle of the
Think
Legends.
about that.
Battle
That
of
would be good.
Legends.
That's a
I
good
really
I don't
idea.
like
think
that.
I don't think the WWE's gonna make that.
They won't, but I like that idea.
That's a
better
great
than
idea
WWE.
because now we gotta listen to Alicia Fox yell for a couple times.
Yeah, exactly. Dane has Trish and Lita winning. He said they made it a tag team match because Bliss versus Trish is a trash matchup.
Damn.
I'm gonna leave that in the comments.
There it is.
I won't say anything.
There you
And Mickey has more backstory with Trish. Carried the division by not defending the title for months. Wow.
go. There it is. There.
Ooh. I'm just gonna leave it.
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave it.
We appreciate you guys.
I appreciate the comments. Yeah, I'll give you a like on that. I don't agree with you, but I'll give you a
Guys.
like.
Just wanna, before we move forward, we appreciate you tuning along. Like, share. Remember our goal. We gotta talk to as many WWE fans as we possibly can. If you're over on the Twitter side, we are so close to getting 7,000 followers, and we appreciate every single one of you. If you guys don't mind hitting us with the favorite, hitting us with the retweet, our mission, just want to talk wrestling. And we want to talk to wrestling with the millions
And millions.
of the WWE Universe fans. Did we all get our picks through?
We all got to
Yeah.
pick through it. This is like the home stretch. This is like the three big, I guess three big matches.
These are
probably.
huge, yeah.
Definitely huge matches. so.
Again, no particular order, so pay attention to the bonus questions. We have the number one contenders women's battle royal.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to announce? Do you want to pick the winner last? Go through
Yeah.
all the bonuses and pick the winner
Pick
last.
the winner last.
Yep.
Go through all your bonuses first.
Now, should I? I'll just run
We
the
could
names
just-
off, or
I mean, pretty
There's-
much everybody is
there's-
in the battle royal.
Yeah, I mean, every one that's not in the match is pretty much going to be.
Yeah, you guys in the comments, if you guys want me to rattle off, I'll make my picks. I'll go through them. But if you want me to rattle off exactly who's in this match,
Plus more. Plus more.
plus
Yeah, there's
more.
gonna
I
be
mean,
more
we won't-
announced, so-
yeah, it's like ETC.
I think we just.
We'll just
You
rattle
know,
it off.
you know who's on the Raw and SmackDown.
Again, the women's battle royal for the number one contender. We have 5 bonus questions plus the winner. So, just gonna throw this out there. Bonus question number 1: who gets the most eliminations? And we'll run it. Bonus
Yep.
question.
Bonus question by.
Yep.
Go
Most eliminations. I have the one and only Nia Jax.
Of course.
Reason being, I picked her last time for when she was a battle royal. She gave me 1. One.
Tim?
I have Asuka.
Damn, she killed it.
She killed it last time. She's gonna win it from me
Damn.
again.
So, I also have Nia Jax. Fun fact: Michelle McCool was the one in the women's women's Royal Rumble who had the most eliminations. I almost picked her, but
Not again.
I don't think it's not going to happen again. It's
God.
she just that was a woman Royal Rumble. This is a women's battle royal.
Michelle McCool.
You know, you can't really expect a legend to win a number one contenders match, do you?
Maybe.
No.
Don't know.
You don't know. I have Nia Jax, and Macho Man Matty Savage also has Nia Jax.
Ooh, nice. All around.
Bonus
Except
question number 2. Who is the first eliminated? I just tried picking the weakest name that I could find in the bunch. I don't even know who this
Come
person
on.
is.
Come on.
I don't. Wait.
I see it. I'm
got-
a little upset with you, Dango.
Alondra Blaze. Ask me if I ever seen any match with her. Ask me if I ever seen a promo. Ask me if I ever seen any recap.
I will tell you who Alondra Blaze is. She's the one that dropped the WWF Women's title on WCW Live TV. In the trash can.
Well,
Oh,
she deserves to be the first eliminated.
did I change my pick? Because that's what Vince is gonna do. Like,
Yeah,
you wanna
hell
do
yeah.
that?
He's gonna throw you in the trash.
All right.
Well, I won't change my pick. I'll just go because I didn't know who to pick either. I was gonna pick a weak name, and then there was a
Damn.
couple. There was a couple, so I just literally closed my eyes, grabbed my pen, and just marked the spot, and it just happened to be Billie Kay. I don't think she will be, but I picked it, and I'm sticking with it.
That's not a bad pick. That's better than Alondra Blaze. Now that you can, I'm gonna have all the legendary fans coming at me. You don't know who this is? No, I don't. I'm
They
sorry.
just said it. She's a Hall of Famer,
Damn
man.
it. Once you throw a WWF belt in the trash, you throw yourself in the trash.
Damn right. So I have first eliminated. I kind of did some. I really thought about this one just because of the fact that in the men's Royal Rumble, the fastest elimination now, the new record is Mike Kanellis. In the women's battle royal, we're gonna get first eliminated his wife, Maria Kanellis.
Well, that's just not right. You're just picking on the whole family.
Well, I'll tell you what, Mike going to 205 Live was the best thing for him because he's killing it down there. It's kind of hoping he became a thing. He's a local, obviously, from our area. I was kind of hoping he became more of a thing on the main roster, but now he's at 205 Live, so maybe he'll win the title there. Let's see, Matt, believe it or not, also has a Hall of Famer getting eliminated first. Actually, I don't know if she's a Hall of Famer. Somebody check this. Ivory to get first eliminated. That's Macho Man Matty Savage's pick for that bonus point.
So, I just want to throw out there because we mentioned Mike Kanellis. More power to you, brother. I personally follow you on my personal Twitter. And that was like too negative. Sorry. I personally follow you on my Twitter, and I'm like legit. I get goosebumps every time you tweet because it's like you went through such a bad time in your life, and now you're bringing it back up, man. We appreciate you. Moving along, bonus question number 3. Who is the surprise entrant? I have the one and only Jacqueline.
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
That is a good one. She was in the Royal Rumble.
That's a Hall of Fame.
I don't know if this was allowed because we had some kind of rules, but she's not really on the active roster, even though she can be.
Yeah.
I went with Stephanie McMahon.
Boom!
She loves,
Damn right. That's a good one.
she loves to put herself in the middle of everything. It's
Put
all
it.
about her. So
Wow.
Stephanie, she could probably put herself in. I don't know. She might even make herself win like an idiot.
I would.
Think about that right now.
Stephanie McMahon.
Steph wins, faces Ronda.
Ooh,
Wow.
that's a possibility.
Did you hear this, WWE? Hello, we are here for you.
Wow.
I'm just blowing your mind right now.
That pick just blew my mind. Definitely for real.
Write that
So
down.
my surprise, I went a little easier, I guess you can say. Beth Phoenix, I think, is going to be a surprise entrant in this match. Another possible candidate is probably maybe Stacy Keibler. That's another possible candidate. AJ Lee, if she wants to show up. And there's another one on my mind. I can't think of it. But Macho Man Matty Savage's surprise entrant is Victoria. We haven't seen Victoria in a long time. I don't think she wasn't in the Royal Rumble. So I think he was just picking
Yeah,
at
let's
straws.
let's
just
go back
for
to
the best.
Stacy Keibler.
Stacey Keibler, she's got legs. I love that blonde too.
Bonus
We're
question.
going to talk about wrestling. Get your
Number
head in the game.
4, and it's so fitting for the number 4th question is the final 4 competitors in this battle royal.
So, how does the scoring work on this bonus point? Is it, do you get a point for each one of the final 4 that
You
are
have to
in the
get
final?
all 4.
All 4 for one
That's how
point.
we did it for Royal Rumble. That's how we'll do it for this battle royal.
That's a lot.
I know.
That's a.
It's
There's 4 of the bonus questions, man.
True.
True.
All right,
Well, we
I got
bonus.
for the final 4, and you have to get all 4 of them right if you're following along, making your picks before you email it to us.
Just to clarify.
I have Nia Jax, Ember Moon, Asuka, Tamina.
Ooh, Tamina.
I like that.
Okay.
Mixed it up
That's
a little bit.
that's very interesting. I think we have very, very similar picks. I have Ember Moon, Asuka, Nia Jax, and recent SmackDown Women's Champion Carmella.
I like that. I also like that.
Ooh,
No
I
longer-
like that.
No longer a blonde, but I still like her. My final 4 are Nia Jax, Asuka, Ember Moon, and Naomi.
Wow.
These are
Yeah.
Throwing Naomi in there.
Really?
It's going to come down to the last one because I think we all have good 3.
Final
Yeah.
4 for Macho Man is Asuka, Ember Moon, Nia Jax. So we pretty much almost have the same.
Yeah.
Three. He has Michelle McCool.
Oh,
No, hey, why not? Have a legend in the final
Why
4.
not? Why not?
You gotta have a legend in the final 4.
No, you don't.
No, you don't. I hope not. I'm trying to get my
No, you
bonus point.
Maybe he's right. We'll find out. this
Last
Sunday.
bonus point. Last bonus question. Who is the runner-up for the number 1 contenders women's battle royal? I have to go with Nia Jax, and the real reason why I did it because she just had a promo for Evolution saying I was once a champion. Blah blah blah. She's my contender.
I didn't hear that promo, but I have Asuka as the runner-up. Ooh, not this time, Asuka.
Not this time.
Whoa.
So
Who's your winner?
my runner-up is Nia Jax. Also, I'll explain my reasoning when I pick my winner. And Matt's runner-up is Ember Moon.
Oh no no no
Wow.
no!
Dan, hit him with your pick.
Who is your winner?
The winner of the number 1 contenders women's battle royal has to go to Ember Moon. I feel like her skill, her in-ring personality, it's all ready for the number 1 contendership moment. She's gonna take it, roll it with stride. How does she go against Ronda Rousey?
Exactly.
That's another question. But I feel like you can literally add anybody to the Ronda Rousey. Nikki Bella. You added Nikki Bella, right?
Mm.
Remember that? I got Ember Moon.
My pick is also Ember Moon. I thought it was gonna have a. Be one of the only ones going with her. I think she is on the come up. She is a great contender who gets a once or maybe twice shot at the title and doesn't quite win, but it's still good for her because she's still young. She's still on the up and coming.
So, believe it or not, my pick to win this match is Asuka.
Boom, baby.
I didn't pick her to win the Royal Rumble because I picked Ronda instead, and she debuted at the Royal Rumble instead. My reasoning is for this. I think the whole Asuka heel turn is going to eventually happen. And no, you know what? I don't know why I picked Asuka. I'm already regretting it. But once again, you're going to disappoint me, Asuka. And I don't know why I picked you. But Macho Man Matty Savage, my brother, also picked Asuka to win this match. My reasoning for why I did Nia Jax as the runner-up, though, he has Ember Moon as the runner-up. I think we're going to get a... This also makes sense for Ember Moon. Ember Moon was my second to win. It was either Asuka or Ember. I think Asuka's going to have one of those eliminations, or Ember, I guess, where Rey Mysterio eliminated Big Show in the Royal Rumble. So you have Asuka or Ember Moon having that DDT on Nia Jax and gets Nia Jax over the top rope. You are the final woman standing. I also have another prediction for this match. Not my pick. I think Alexa Bliss might win this match. She shows up. Mid-match,
Man, you want that to happen.
I want it to happen. You get another Alexa Bliss versus Ronda rematch. I don't want that to happen. I'll tell you that right now.
So
But I like Alexa Bliss.
I have Asuka as the runner-up only because I don't think it's time to feed her without spoiling the rest of the card. I don't think it's right for her to go up against the winner of the championship match just yet.
Correct.
So
But I like
the
Ember-
winner of that match isn't ready for the match with Asuka yet.
I like Ember Moon a lot, but I don't like Ember Moon versus Ronda Rousey. That's like feeding Finn Balor to the big dog Roman
Could be
Reigns.
Ember
That's
Moon versus
my
Nikki
reason.
Bella.
Yeah.
Stay tuned.
So you.
Let's see what we got in the comments. You got a lot of them, I'll tell you that much. Let's see. Dan the Man is going with Asuka with eliminating Naomi after the match. Naomi attacks Asuka. So Naomi turns heel.
Wow.
Okay. Oh, wait. He just says, I'm going to fix that. Alicia Fox gets eliminated first. My bad. Alicia Fox was my contender with Maria Kanellis for first eliminated.
I mean, if she's in the match with
True. I mean,
she
if
might,
she's
might
there.
just need to get out of it quick because she's tired or something.
Dan the Man says, for a surprise, he's going to go with AJ Lee. I would really like
That
that.
would be wild because if she doesn't win after coming back, that would be
Correct. His final
Like-
four is Asuka, Naomi, Ember Moon, and Mandy Rose. Okay. Dane's final four is Nia, Ember, Asuka, and Bianca Belair. I believe she's NXT. Pretty sure.
That's a solid pick.
So I can see why he watches a lot of NXT. I can see why he picked Bianca. She could be in this match. She might win it. An NXT competitor might win this match. And this whole number one contenders might not even matter for the main roster.
It's very true.
Think about that. And let's see. Dan the Man has Naomi as a runner-up. And like you said, I got Asuka winning it.
all right. I like it. There's a lot of ideas.
Yeah, it's just
There's a lot of stuff that can come
This-
out of this battle royal.
This battle
if played
royale,
correctly.
yeah, this battle royal could
No,
like really shape.
It's gonna suck.
Wow, that's
Listen, man. W's booking it.
so.
WWE's booking this.
If
We'll see.
you can literally pick anybody out of the bunch here, right? And then you can create a story to literally rock your socks. I
We'll
think
find out.
moving along.
Moving along, man.
The Raw Women's Championship match. We have Ronda Rousey, Rowdy Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella, who claims she started the Women's Evolution. How? I'm gonna pull the Kanye West. How, Sway?
She was
How?
Oh,
How? We got Lita and Trish Stratus on this card. How are you the movement? How? You ain't doing no backflips that nearly break your neck.
she's your champ.
I'm talking about Nikki.
Oh, yeah.
How's Nikki Bella the movement? That contract signing was pathetic. That movement, terrible. I don't know if anybody saw this, but I need somebody. If you watched Raw, and you saw that contract signing, and you saw the Bellas come out, got in the ring, and started playing patty cake, I want you to explain to me how is that the women's revolution, the women's evolution? How? No. I have Ronda Rousey winning. She's retaining. Nikki Bella, man. We were talking about Natalia losing a step. Here's the difference. Nikki Bella never had the step. So she cannot keep up with Ronda Rousey. And that's embarrassing to say because Ronda, and I'm not trying to fault Ronda, she's an MMA athlete, superstar. Ronda Rousey, I feel, is a better wrestler than Nikki Bella. And I'll put my WWE title on
I agree with that.
She's a better athlete.
I
so
definitely agree with that.
It makes sense.
But you can't call yourself a part of the women's evolution when I feel like you didn't put the work in. Like, honestly, if you put the hours in on how to wrestle and how to take bumps and how to do this, how to do that, how are you still hurting people? Like, how are you still slow? How are you not there and still trying to be like you're there?
Let me come at you with a little counter. So, Nikki Bella, the Bellas, they've been getting shit on by the WWE universe all over social media, and maybe some of it's deserved. They looked pretty terrible out there when they first came back. But the Bellas carried the Divas division when it was the Divas.
Yep.
They carried the division. There were
There
no
was
other
nobody
women.
there.
There was nobody there. What did they do? They did what was asked of them. You know, they did their job. What was asked for them. What was written for them. So I don't want to blame it all on them. Are we still live?
I think we just. Yep. I think we lost connection.
Well,
We lost
we're still
connection.
recording,
Silence.
so I'm gonna keep going.
That's ridiculous.
I was really getting into it. Goddamn.
We are still live.
Are we still
I
live?
think we're
Technical.
technical difficulty. Hold on. No, we're gone.
Oh no, we were so good.
Go live.
Just go live again.
Go live again.
I can't see it.
Because we're still live on Twitter.
We are still live on Twitter.
What's up, guys? Thanks
Give
for
us a
staying
second.
in.
Dan the Man joined on Twitter. I can't.
We'll be right back on. We're getting live on Facebook.
We'll stay
right
live
now.
on Twitter as we're fixing our.
I was really getting into it.
I'm just gonna go live then, right?
Yeah, go live.
Yeah.
Woo.
Thank you for sticking it out.
Sorry about that. But like I was saying,
Like
let me
we were
go
saying,
back.
we
Let
lost
me go
connection,
back.
but-
Danny said the Nikki Bellas. I mean, the Bellas weren't part of the evolution. But here's my argument: they did exactly what was asked of them. They carried the division. They carried it when the women's division was dry and just pointless. They were the face of the whole division. Whether they were flashy and athletic or not, it doesn't matter because they were great at what they were asked to do. However, Ronda Rousey is going to win because this is kind of like the passing of the torch. Like, the more I think about it, it's like this match is stupid. It makes no sense. It doesn't have to because it's basically the WWE had been saying, we're writing off that old style of the Bellas, and here's the new style with Ronda Rousey, the Becky Lynches, the Charlottes, the Sasha Banks, all them. They're just writing off that division, the Divas era, even though they've written it off before.
Yeah.
But this is the nail in the coffin. That's how I'm trying to see it. I'm trying to be positive.
That's okay. That's very positive.
You pick Ronda, right?
Of course. That's
All that.
yeah. That's
Ronda's still your champ.
of course because they're writing off the Bellas and the ways of
Well,
old.
you know what? I'm also gonna pick Ronda because you can't go against Ronda.
You can't.
And
I check you into a mental hospital.
I'm gonna read a comment Dane said. Ronda better squash her. You damn right. You're
Yeah.
damn right. All right, because Ronda squashed Alexa Bliss.
You
She
got
had a better matchup the second time around. The SummerSlam one was terrible. But I pray to God it's not the main event.
I mean,
We have a bonus question. What is going to be the main event? And I pray to God it's not.
the one thing you have to be careful. I don't think it'll be a squash just because
It's not going to
Brie
be.
Bella is going to be involved one
Correct.
way or another.
That's one of the reasons why it won't be. And I don't like it. My pick's Ronda, and I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to talk anymore about this match because I'm just disgusted with the fact that this is your Raw Women's Championship match. Macho Man also has Ronda Rousey taking up the victory.
I just don't see.
Also, Dan the Man said Ronda wins by submission.
Yeah. I don't see Nikki Bella, but it could be a Brie Bella interference thing. So
Yeah.
it's a possibility.
They interfere and she wins by disqualification.
Yeah. They play
Very
Twin
true.
Magic again.
And then we, oh wow, Twin Magic, that's pretty good, damn good. Yeah, Dane says again, Ronda better squash. Definitely.
I don't think Ronda
it's not
squashes.
It's not gonna be a squash.
What about this?
unfortunately?
Shayna loses early in the match. Earlier in the night. Brie Bella comes to help Nikki. Out comes Shayna. Get Ronda's back.
Oh my god.
Just to get a
I'm just fantasizing.
No,
tag
that-
team match
that's-
of Survivor Series.
No, I'm just fantasizing about what could make this match better.
That definitely could, because now you're setting up a
Somebody
heel, like a Dean Ambrose, Seth Rollins type of heel turn on Shayna and Ronda, and the possibility.
That's why.
Thank you guys for following back. Sorry that we had a log out issue. I don't know how, but we appreciate you joining back over. We are on our last match. We have the SmackDown Women's Championship match. It is a last woman standing match. We have your champion Becky Lynch versus Charlotte. I will say the beef feels so real between these two, and kudos to the superstars because they are taking it from Instagram, Twitter, they're bringing it to the TV part, going to WWE live events, they're bringing the heat. I think that's, if you're not going to get a good storyline, you need to create that animosity amongst everyone, you know? I'm trying to spend a little bit of time on this because they deserve it. But let's get down to the nitty gritty. I have Becky Lynch retaining that belt as she is the last woman standing.
I also have Becky Lynch retaining. I feel like I say this every pay-per-view or every match between these two. It's been amazing, and it just gets more and more amazing. I hope this isn't the last. I mean, I like seeing this feud. I hope it continues. It's been great because Becky Lynch has really just evolved into. She's on a whole nother level. She's been elevating herself slowly. She's getting to that stone cold level of I'm a heel.
Yeah.
And I'm doing everything. I'm getting so much heat, but we love it.
Yeah.
It's been
Like,
it's been that good.
when she was with Edge and she said, you messed up.
Something about his neck.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
broke
make
your
sure
neck.
You don't hurt your neck on the way out of my ring.
Yeah.
And then
My
the
ring.
crowd
Like,
fell
you
in
can't-
love with
You
Becky.
can't get them to
You
move her.
can't have a legend like Edge in the ring and then have the crowd follow Becky Lynch.
They're eating it up.
Oh,
I'm eating
would.
it up. I'm eating it up. I love it.
Call me Zeke.
This better be the main event, and we're gonna find out if it becomes a main event. The story behind this one is so much more interesting and better than the Ronda Nikki Bella story. I know there was a past rumor where I said Ronda versus Nikki Bella is in the main event Evolution, and there is a rumor going around that Becky Lynch is dealing with a jaw injury, so this might be the pay-per-view where she drops that title, takes a leave of absence to get healed up, and then we get Ronda versus Charlotte in a brand versus brand match at Survivor Series.
Too soon.
Too soon?
Too soon.
I don't know, man.
That's a WrestleMania.
I know it's WrestleMania,
That's a.
but it's one of the big four. Survivor Series is one of the big fours. I know it's WrestleMania.
It's not a starting.
We might not even
point.
get Ronda versus Charlotte at WrestleMania anymore this upcoming year. So there's a lot of things being changed around, obviously. But I also have Becky Lynch. I'm not going to go with the rumor. I'm going to go against the rumor. I have Becky Lynch winning this match because she's killing it. Like Dane says it perfectly right here. Becky has to win or else. Everything they've done with Becky is a waste of time. It is. It's a waste of time. You can't take the title off her yet. Not yet. Maybe down the line, and then she gets it back later. But this feud needs to keep going just because of that. And, yeah. Macho Man Matty Savage. Let's see what he's got. Smart man. He's going to go with the champ. Becky Lynch retains her title.
No, I just need to. I need to get this off my chest. I got at Dan the Man Sir 4 on Twitter.
Oh,
I'm gonna go with Becky Lynch beating Charlotte by using duct tape.
Oh, no.
I'm so into that.
That's the John Cena versus Batista match. Last man standing.
I thought it differently in my
Oh man, it's not that up.
evolution.
And I'm the one in wrong here by calling
Nah,
out all
man,
the
it
blondes.
We're talking wrestling, guys.
Come on, man, it's PG.
Evolution.
This is
You said
PG.
Stacey Keebler. You got a nice.
All I said, she's got legs. That's her song,
Yeah,
man.
we're not talking about
and
legs,
she's
we're
blonde.
talking
I like
about
blonde.
wrestling
You just went
ability.
over the line, okay?
Yeah, man.
I
Yeah,
drew
man.
the line, we walked the line, and you went over that line.
Burning ring of
Man, that's something right there. Let's see. Pretty much Dane's pick is Becky Lynch.
All right, I love it.
2 more bonuses, guys.
Here's the fun stuff. So, bonus questions coming up. Which match will open up the pay-per-view? I made this one easy, only because that to be determined thing against the UK Women's Championship was in effect. So I got Mae Young, the Mae Young Classic going first, hoping that we get some double duty action going on, filling in the UK Women's Championship match.
Yep. I got the same thing. The Mae Young Classic, it's been running for a while, so why not just kick off the pay-per-view with, boom, finale, let's go.
Right. I also have Mae Young Classic final. Not really the whole reason with the double duty.
It's a good idea, though.
Just, it's a good way to start the show. Like, the next potential future superstar on the Evolution card.
Mhm.
First match on the card, Mae Young Classic final. Macho Man, on the other hand, has Kairi Sane versus Baszler.
Bang, starting off.
Starting off
the
with
show.
championship
The
match.
NXT Women's
I like that,
Championship.
too.
Starting off the show. And he has the title changing, so
That would
we
be
might get a title
fire-
change as the
fire
first
start.
to start off the show. Let's see what Dane has. Dane says he has the Battle Royal starting off the show. So
I
Wow.
can see that. I was
Dynamite
going to pick
Contenders.
that. I was
I
going to
mean-
pick that.
They're all good picks if you want to start the show off right,
Yeah. Watch, we're probably going to get Sasha Banks match instead.
Get it out of the way early.
Yeah, just, throw it on the...
Bonus question and the finale, the last bonus question. Pretty easy here. Which match will be the main event?
It's tough.
I took a little time because I was like, you know what, this is a Raw minded pay-per-view, just like they all are.
Yep.
I can see Vince McMahon wanting to put Ronda Rousey right at the top right away as the WWE Women's Raw Champion. But I just couldn't do it. I went with Charlotte and Becky Lynch ending off the show on a last woman standing match. So I got Charlotte and Becky Lynch.
You're about to steal the words right out of my mouth. It's Raw. We're not on Fox yet. This is still Vince's Raw baby, and Ronda Rousey is his project. The one.
Yep.
So it's going to be the Raw Championship. We didn't get it. We never got AJ Styles.
You're right.
We never got
Right.
AJ Styles.
I see-
We got Bobby Lashley versus Roman Reigns as the main
We
event.
had
not
that
AJ
as the main
Styles
event.
versus...
Just
So
last.
what makes you think they're going to give us Becky and Charlotte, even though that's what deserves? That's
Deserves.
what
It
deserves.
definitely
to be
deserves to be
the main event, but it's going to be the Raw Champion.
Yeah, I agree. I mean,
It sucks,
just last week we had AJ Styles and Dana Bryan, two of the biggest names SD Live has to offer, and they got in the ring at 8:20.
Back-to-back losses in tag team matches.
8:20. Like AJ Styles needs to be the end. Well, what happened with Samoa Joe? But that's another top for another.
He's
time.
hurt, that's why.
Damn.
I know. My match for the main event, I'm going to go with the rumor that I said a month ago. It's going to be Ronda Rousey versus Nikki Bella. I'm hoping the reasoning is because that's just, like you said, Vince's project, and that's the main event because she draws the money. Makes sense. I'm really hoping that's the main event. How should I word this? I really hope that the Becky Lynch versus Charlotte match is not, disappointing. So much behind this match. And if it ends in a really shitty way, I can see why... Yeah, draw could happen, believe it or not. A draw could happen.
Yeah.
So I could see why they wouldn't put it as the main event. And WWE likes to do stuff like that, where the AJ Styles was didn't become the main event because the finish was a little weird. So Ronda Rousey main events the show, and for Macho Man, he goes with Dango here. He has Becky Lynch versus Charlotte because they deserve it. It makes sense, but
Don't pick with your heart, Matt.
WWE
Don't pick with your heart. I
doesn't
saw you join.
make sense all the time. Let's see.
Rolling through the comments one last time. That just about does it for our show. Again, we're going just to be looking at the comments. If you guys want to throw anything out there. But before we get into that, I'm just going to shout out My Fantasy Sports Talk, who on a consistent basis has been supporting us from day one. So please, if you got any type of fantasy questions, I know fantasy basketball, fantasy hockey just threw themselves out there out of nowhere. Go to the My Fantasy Sports Talk page. They got tons of information. Please check them out. And of course, you're going to see WWE all up on there by us. So support them, support us. Please share, like this video if you're on Twitter, retweet, favorite this video. And if on Facebook, you can set notifications so when we go live, you'll get the notification. So if you want to just flick that switch,
Stay tuned.
join us every time.
Stay tuned for my rumor mill. Will not be happening next week because I will be in England with Macho Man Matty Savage. So, with that being said, stay tuned for the adventures of Macho Man Matty Savage and Insider BA in England. We'll be having a few live videos this upcoming weekend.
Maybe guys
I don't know
can
what
get
we're
to
gonna
interview the UK champion.
Yeah.
Maybe the NXT UK champion. If she's there, maybe we'll do that. But I think it's pretty much good.
I will not let the rumor mill die.
You're not gonna let it die?
Nope. It might be on a little later, as of work has held me down on countless of Mondays, but I will not let it die. I'll do
So-
my best to fill the void that BA is
Are
leaving.
we gonna get Insider DG or Insider Dango?
Oh yeah, DB, you're gonna get some kind of insight on something. I will be here doing my part.
All right.
Hopefully, I'll have Timo as a guest because he's been solid rock for the rumor mill. So we will see you on Monday. We will go over this evolution. I want
Yep.
everybody's opinion. Again, I am yours truly, Dan Go.
I'm Insider BA.
And I'm Timo.
And don't forget the missing of Macho Man Matty Savage, who will be
He's
on
here
the
in spirit.
next pay-per-view
Damn right.
podcast.
Crown Jewel next week. Stay tuned. Next People's Podcast is next week.
Again, thank you again for joining us twice in one night. We appreciate you. Peace. Still peace. You're still on Periscope, baby. This takes so long. Dunzo.
You just fucked me up. Because you were free. I thought that was Frozen.